Bodycam footage shows the moment that two men from Bradford and Hull were arrested with a 3D firearm, a submachine gun. This was a fully viable firearm as well, and it was called an FGC-9. Many viewers of the channel will know that we've covered 3D printed guns and the cases that are associated to them for the past several years, but this is the first of its kind where they've actually found viable firearms they've created, and also they intended to sell them to other gangsters. Sibusiso, Moyo and Christopher Gill were convicted of charges that are thought to be the first of their kind. Police found the homemade guns and other gun-making equipment in raids in Bradford and also Hull, where the weapons were manufactured in a kitchen and also a domestic garage. In the courtroom, they are described as hybrid 3D printed guns with metal parts. Because not everything can be created in the 3D printer, some things have to be imported from different countries. A third male called Majid Rahman was arrested inside the BMW also on the 17th of May 2022. A search of the vehicle found the submachine gun, magazines and also bullets. They early identified that Gill had been inside the BMW and carried the bag. Roku officers then raided Gill's house and found a holdall that contained other ammunition and firearms inside his loft. Moyo would later be arrested, and evidence obtained found that he was manufacturing FGC-9s at his home address in the Hull area, where they obtained 3D printers and other components to make the weapons. They also had a range of other tools and parts that included springs and screws that could be used to make firearms if they used an instruction manual. Moyo's DNA was found on the weapon taken from the BMW, so this connected all three males to this firearm that was found in this stop. The court heard that forensic firearm experts based at the Royal Armouries in Leeds tested the seized weapons and confirmed they were viable firearms. They appeared at Sheffield Magistrates Court for sentencing, and Moyo, 41 years old from Hull, was found guilty of manufacturing a firearm and separate identity theft fraud, and he was jailed for 18 years. Gill from Bradford was found guilty of illegally manufacturing a firearm and jailed for 13 years and 8 months. Rahman from Bradford was found guilty of possession of ammunition and transferring a firearm and will be sentenced at a later date. Speaking after the sentencing, Andrew Howard of Yorkshire's Roku team said, "Over recent times we have seen a tragic and devastating consequences that criminally held firearms have in the community. These include the fatal shootings of innocent people and the shattering of lives of anybody close to them, not to mention the impact that it has in society. Today, 2 men have been jailed for their involvement in the manufacture, supply and distribution of privately manufactured 3D printed automatic weapons. The investigation saw Mayo and Gill follow detailed instructions and systematically bought items that were used to manufacture and construct deadly firearms. 3D printed firearms are a real threat, and the firearms are built for one purpose: to be supplied to criminal organisations. This was a groundbreaking, complex investigation by the National Crime Agency about the threat of 3D printed firearms." The NCA said in a statement that this group was the first in the UK to be supplying firearms that were 3D printed, and we will continue to work to try to combat any people that try to do this in the future. So I thought this story was really interesting due to the coverage that I've done on 3D firearms over the past few years, and it shows how it has escalated and also evolved and got more sophisticated, where submachine guns could potentially have made their way to the streets of the UK. So I really want to hear what people have to say on this story. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.